Hi everyone, welcome back to Graceful Beauty. My name is Sherry. If you are new here, welcome. I am so happy to have you all here. Today is a very exciting video because I'm doing a collaboration with two of my friends here on YouTube. For the collaboration, we decided to just do a get ready with me makeup video, but also sharing something about kindness. And since it's about kindness, if you guys follow the beautiful Lisa J, you will know that her new brand of makeup brushes, BK Beauty, focuses on kindness. So Lisa and I have been friends here on YouTube for, I guess, maybe a year, a little over a year, and I've watched her for a very long time. Actually, the very first video I ever watched of hers was one showing how she lost weight. But the main reason that I watch her, and I'm just going to be totally honest, I don't watch a lot of makeup artists. Hardly any. Actually, I think right now she's the only real makeup artist that I watch on YouTube. She is such an amazing makeup artist, and she used to work for MAC Cosmetics. But the one thing that I love about her, she teaches things, she makes things so easy to understand. She doesn't do a bunch of crazy makeup looks, which I love and I really appreciate because I don't know how to do all that stuff. I like that she keeps it simple, but she really shows you how to go from a natural everyday look to a beautiful, elegant, glammed up nighttime look. So not only is she beautiful, of course, when you see her, she's extremely talented, and I've learned so much from watching her videos. I'm not sure her exact age, but I'm pretty sure she's in her 30s. But she has some really good tips for mature skin, as well as, you know, people of all ages. So if you really want to learn a lot of makeup tips and tricks, her channel is absolutely amazing for that. And of course, not only is she extremely beautiful and extremely talented with makeup, but her kindness campaign, I mean, it's so fitting for her because she is probably the sweetest person I have ever met here on YouTube. And once you watch her channel, you'll know what I'm talking about. She truly is a genuine and honest and drama-free channel to watch. And even if you're not into makeup, I think you will really enjoy watching her because she just makes you happy when you watch her channel. And then the other gal that I'm doing the collab with is my good friend Annie here on YouTube. And she is in her early 50s, maybe 51. I'm not sure how old she is. But so I thought that was kind of cool that we were doing 30 something, 40 something, and 50 something. So we're all just going to put on our makeup, and you know, depending on what your age is, you might get some different ideas, you know, from each of us. But Annie is the one who came up with this whole collab, and of course I was like, yeah, let's do it. This sounds like so much fun. I get such a kick out of watching Annie's videos. Now, she is actually very talented as well, and I think she's a hairdresser. Her hair is always so beautiful. So she has a lot of videos also showing how she gets those beautiful curls or how she does it straight. And she has tons of makeup tips and tricks for the mature lady. But it's Annie's funny videos that I absolutely love. I am going to link the one down below that I think I've watched it 10 times and I literally bust out laughing when I watch it. She keeps it real on her channel. I love that she zooms in. You guys know I zoom in all the time. I try to show you every nook and cranny I possibly can. But I mean, Annie like basically has her face up inside that camera so you can see every little nook and cranny, and I love that about her. Now, I'm not into a bunch of high-end makeup, so if you watch my channel and you're like, man, I'm so tired of her talking about a Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette again, if you want more high-end, Annie loves, I think she loves Chanel. She loves a lot of high-end makeup, but she's not bougie. If that is something that you're into, more luxury makeup, then I know you will definitely love her channel. So this is the makeup look that I came up with for today. When I started, I thought I was just gonna do something kind of natural, but this for me would be more of a going out makeup look, and you can't really see the whole top. I don't have a bra on, so that's why I'm not gonna stand up, but this is a top that I like to wear out. It's really pretty. It has these little gold buttons on the back of it, and it has like a gold belt that goes around on it, and I'm just wearing it because I'm freezing, but I also have sweatpants on, so I'm not dressed up. That's one thing you will not see is fashion on my channel. And that is something else that Lisa puts on hers, is a lot of fashion also. So you kind of just get a mix of everything with all three of our channels. So I hope you will go check out their channels as well. I think you guys will absolutely love them. Most of you probably already know who they are anyways. And if you've watched any of my videos already, you will know that I absolutely love Lisa's brushes. She did send these brushes, but I'm not saying anything nice about her brushes because I like Lisa. Most of my makeup videos, I actually use Lisa's brushes every single time because I actually do use them every single time I do my makeup. They are that good. And you know, I'm always appreciative when somebody sends me PR, but if somebody were to send me something and I didn't really like it, you know, I would tell you guys, you know, yeah, I didn't like this, but I wouldn't keep using it over and over and over and over and over in a video. So I love her brushes. Her eyeshadow brushes especially, there's one in particular that has changed my makeup game and helped me to get my makeup done super fast and look airbrushed and look really pretty. So with all that being said, this is not a sponsored video. This is not an ad. This is just the three of us coming together. We wanted to talk about kindness, share Lisa's brushes, and because since a portion of all of the proceeds from the brush sales do go to the kindness campaign, we wanted to focus on kindness. If you are not already subscribed to my channel, I hope you would consider subscribing. I would absolutely love to have you. So just don't forget to look down below and tap on that subscribe button. And if you do like this video, I hope you will consider giving this video a thumbs up. Annie wanted us to do the get ready with me and kind of talk about kindness while we were getting ready. But those of you that have watched my other videos, I am not talented like that. My dad used to say I can't walk and chew gum at the same time, and he is 100% correct. I don't know how to put on eyeshadow and then tell you some other story and talk about something different at the same time. If I'm putting on eyeshadow, I need to talk about that eyeshadow. So I hope you guys are okay that I just pretty much focus on my makeup when I'm doing my makeup, and then if you want to stay to the very end, then I will touch on kindness and some things that, you know, I try to incorporate every single day to spread kindness. Also, make sure when you go to Lisa's channel, go to her BK Beauty brushes and click on the about, or it's like the backstory, and it will tell you a lot more about the kindness campaign. I'm done yapping. Let's just jump on in and I'll show you how I got today's makeup look. Before I start any makeup routine, I always focus on my skin and my skincare routine first. You know, if the canvas is a hot mess underneath, then it doesn't matter how expensive the paint or the makeup you use. It doesn't matter, because then it's not going to look good. When I do my makeup videos, a lot of you say, well, what skincare did you use? So I thought I would super quickly share what I used. And if you want to know more about each product, I will link some skincare videos down below so that you can learn a little bit more about each one. But for my cleanser today, I used my Is Clinical Cleansing Complex. Then since I had some flakies on my skin and my skin was feeling really dehydrated, I exfoliated with my Montarbo Skincare Lactic Brightening Treatment. Then since I really needed to add some hydration to my skin, since my skin was kind of feeling like a dried up sponge and I needed to just plump it up really quickly, I used my absolute favorite essence. This one is by Neogen Naturals. This right here was the one superstar that I used in my routine this morning to really just plump up my skin and make it look super glowy and dewy, because I added all of that hydration back into my skin. And then I wanted to put an antioxidant on, so I just used this serum by Paula's Choice. This is one of my favorites. It is for all skin types. And then my under eyes were feeling pretty dry, more so dehydrated, and they just looked a little kind of crepey. This is one that I love to use underneath my makeup. This is by First Aid Beauty. It's called Eye Duty Triple Remedy AM Gel Cream. And of course, the most important step is my sunscreen. Today I used my favorite one by CeraVe. This is their newest one. It's a hydrating all mineral tinted sunscreen, and I can leave a card up here if you are interested in learning more about this sunscreen. Absolutely love this. Almost all of the makeup I'm going to use today is super duper affordable and is from the drugstore, except my foundation. I'm going to use this one. This is my absolute favorite foundation. This is by Osmosis, and this one is in the shade Natural Medium. And for my blending sponge, I am going to use this new one from BK Beauty. For my under eye concealer, I'm going to use this one by Revlon. This is their Candid Concealer, and this is in the shade Sand. I have more of a medium to tan skin color, but I also have a really yellow undertone. And I know it looks like I'm putting a ton of this on, but honestly I'm not. I love this concealer because it's got such a thin consistency and it just blends out perfectly. So I would never do something like this with, say, like Tarte Shape Tape. I mean, I use like a speck, if that, of the Shape Tape. But this one's one that, this is probably my favorite one from the drugstore. So I'm just gonna blend that out. And I don't know if you noticed, I also did not put the foundation all the way up underneath here, because a lot of times I feel like that's when I will get a lot of creasing under my eyes, and sometimes I'll think it's the concealer that sucks, and really it's because I just have too many layers on my face, because not only do I have my skincare, but then I put foundation and concealer. So I really just like to only put the concealer under my eyes and no foundation. And then I just want to put a smidgy more of concealer, just because, you know, I've got these hollowed out areas of my eyes, and, you know, I guess you could get fillers for that. I'm too chicken to have fillers, so I just will put a few little dots right below that shadow, and then I'll just lightly blend that out with my finger. See how that kind of just helps disguise it? I mean, they're still there when you see the shadow, but now you don't see it as much as you do before. Then I'm just gonna lightly powder everything, and I am gonna even put a little bit of powder up underneath my eyes. The only powder that I can put underneath my eyes, since I'm getting a little bit older and I've got, you know, more fine lines and crepiness under there, is this one. This is such a fine, super sheer powder. It just looks beautiful underneath my eyes. This one I usually just get it on Amazon, but I will also link their website down below. And I think you can also get this at Target. And I'm not even going to use all of this that's here in the lid. I just use the smallest amount. Also, if you're wondering why my lips look so shiny and glowy, I forgot to share, I put my City Lips on. This is a product I use pretty much morning, noon, and night. And I like to put this on when I'm, you know, doing my foundation and all of that. So it has time to kind of just sit on my lips and start plumping things up and get my lips prepared for my lipstick. For my bronzer, I'm going to use this one. This is by Revlon. It's called Bronze Beauty Matte, and I love this. And then to apply it, since I want to make it a little more precise, I'm going to use one of the new BK Beauty brushes. This one is the 108 brush. And you've seen me talk about her brushes in a lot of videos, but I love the new ones because if you do have small facial features, you really can put the makeup exactly where you want it to go. And then for down my neck, I like to put a little bit under my jawline and just bring it down blended, not with any harsh lines, and then I'm going to use her 102 brush for that. For my blush, I'm going to use my favorite one from the drugstore. This is by Burt's Bees. For my brows, I'm going to use this one by L'Oreal. It's not my holy grail or anything, but I do like it because it's a super thin pencil. Since I'm kind of missing, you know, a little bit of brow hairs here, this new brush, when she first sent me these, I was like, I don't know what I'll do with this brush, because like I said, I'm not a makeup artist, but I end up just figuring out how I like to use things. This is her 208 brush. I love this little thing. This is what I've been doing. I've just been taking a little bit of eyeshadow. This is, you know, probably the wrong color, but that's okay. I just grabbed whatever. I'll use any kind of like a brown, medium to dark brown. And when I need to fill in a certain spot where I want it to be so super thin to almost look like a hair stroke versus, you know, a big blob of brow product, then I can kind of like use this and create like a little hair stroke. And like I said, too dark of an eyeshadow, but I'm gonna blend it, and then I can just kind of make little hair strokes. And then if I really want to make my brows, you know, look more precise and shaped well, I'll just put a little concealer on a flat brush like this. This one's a little bit bigger than the BK Beauty brush, and then I can just kind of clean it up with some concealer, but I don't feel like doing that today. This is another brush of hers that I love. This is an eyeshadow brush, and this is her 201 brush, but it's a little too big for me to, you know, blend on my eyes. But what I use this for, I use this to blend out my makeup. So for example, you know, while I'm talking, I might not have let the concealer set, or maybe I was talking too much before I powdered it, and so I, you know, got some settled in my little wrinkles. What I'll do, right when my makeup's usually finished, but I just figured I'd show you right now because I see some little creasing that I want to fix. If you noticed your concealer creasing when you're like halfway through doing your makeup, you might just need to blend it out a little bit, but I don't want to touch it with my finger because at this point I feel like it'll take off too much. This brush is super, super soft and it will not disturb my makeup, and so then I will just take it and lightly go over my under eye area, or I'll go like around my nose if something's starting to settle there, and I just kind of lightly blend things out. For eyeshadow, I'm just going to use these two from Wet n Wild. Absolutely love Wet n Wild eyeshadows, and I will link the shades down below. I'm pretty much just going to use this palette here, and then I'm just going to use this darker shade in this one just to kind of darken up the outer V. And I've already primed my eyes with my Milani eyeshadow primer, and then for eyeshadow brushes, I'm going to use these from the BK Beauty collection also. This is a mix of her eyeshadow brushes from the first collection and then her new Precision. This is my absolute favorite brush. It is so easy for me to make that outer V using this brush right here. These two are two of her newer ones. These are perfect if you have smaller eyes like I do, and this is great if you want to be more precise, especially making a crease. Like if you have this little hood here, you know, some days the hoods on my eyes are a little bit heavier, you know, might like droop down a little bit, and the skin here, you know, it's still firm, but you know, it's starting to like hang a little bit. Not too bad yet, thankfully. And this is her 202 brush. I love using this one for blending, and these brushes, I mean, this just feels like a feather. These are so, so soft. You know, I've never used nice brushes before. Like I said, pretty much all of my makeup and stuff comes from the drugstore. I do have some higher end makeup, which I do like, but I'd rather save my money for skincare, so I try to stick with mostly all drugstore makeup. I didn't know how important having good brushes were until I tried her brushes. I think that's another reason I'm able to get away with using a lot of drugstore makeup, because I have tried like my favorite Wet n Wild eyeshadows. I've tried these with some other makeup brushes that I've gotten at the drugstore or on Amazon, and I hated them with this, and I didn't realize it was the brushes making me hate this. So I do get a lot of comments where people are like, I can't believe you love Wet n Wild eyeshadow. And I'm thinking, what? Have they not tried it? But it probably could be because I'm using really good brushes. I'm just gonna use this color right here. This almost really matches my skin, and I'm just gonna use this brush to pretty much put it all over the lid. I'm just pretty much setting my eyeshadow primer with this eyeshadow. Then I'm gonna take her new 207 brush, and I typically only like to put a matte in my crease, but I just think this is such a pretty color. It just kind of makes your eyes pop. And so I'm just gonna put a little bit of this on, and I'm gonna build a crease with this. Now, if you want details how I put eyeshadow on my hooded eyes and some different little tips and tricks, and I will zoom in super, super close, I am going to link a couple of those videos if you're interested in watching. So see how I can just really be precise and apply this exactly where I want it versus doing my crease with, you know, like say one of these big fluffy brushes, and then, you know, I'm just gonna have it all over the place. This way I can apply it first with this, and then I can blend it out with a fluffy brush. So now I'm just gonna use her 205 brush, and I already started it on this eye, and my battery had died, and I forgot to push record when I started doing this, but I'm just putting a little bit of this, the darker shade here on the bottom, a little bit on this brush, and I want to show you how easy it is to make the outer V. And then for my lid, I think I'm just going to put a little bit of this kind of shimmery pink on, and then I'm going to take a little bit more of this deep shade here, and I just want to put a little bit right here. And I'm not even going to use eyeliner. I'm just going to use this as my eyeliner. And then if you're, you know, kind of sloppy when you do your eyeshadow like I usually am, I'll just take a little bit of a super thin concealer, and then I can kind of draw that shape that I really want it to go in. I'll just do one side at a time so it doesn't dry. I wouldn't use like a Shape Tape or something to do this on mature eyes because it might be difficult to blend. And I'll just use the sponge, or I'll even just kind of blend it with my finger. So see how I can take kind of, you know, a messy eye look, which is kind of going below, making my eye look a little pulled down, and then I can just kind of make it look a little more lifted. I'm gonna go back into this palette and just go back into that first lid color that I used, and then I want to put just a smidge and blend this into here. I don't like to put super dark underneath my eyes because I feel like it pulls them down, so I'm just gonna put a little bit just so it looks blended. I'm going to bring that all the way over to the corner just to kind of brighten that up. For my mascara, I'm going to use this one by Milani. It's my absolute favorite one by them, called Highly Rated. And I don't feel like curling my lashes. With this one, I don't really need to because it really gives such a good lift to my lashes. So I'm just going to wipe off this lip plumper, and I'm going to use City Lips Matte. This is in the shade Rosy Mauve, and then I like to put a pop of something super light in the center. This one's by NYX, and I don't know the shade because it's too small for me to read it, so I will link that one down below. I'll put a smidgy of my lip liner. This is in the shade Brick by Estee Lauder. Blend it all out, and then I'm going to put just a smidge more of the City Lips gloss over top. Do you need all of these products? Absolutely not. But this is a lip combination that I've been wearing, and I absolutely love it. I feel like I look like a spy or something with my hair and this tight braid and this turtleneck shirt on, but okay. Then, you know, sometimes I use a highlighter. I'm not really in the mood to use a highlighter today, but I want to show you how pretty this little blush is. This is from Physicians Formula. It's their multi-stick color blush, and I don't know the shade of this, but I'll link it down below. But look how pretty this is. You can put this on your lips, you can put it on your cheeks. Look at how it just kind of brightens up and lifts my cheek, and it doesn't disturb my makeup. It's just such a natural color. You could even put this on your eyes if you want. Matter of fact, I'll just show you how you can put it on your eyes to kind of bring all of these colors together. Let me see if I can zoom in again. Just kind of put a little bit on the lid, blend all that. And then you could even put it on your lips. I already have 100 layers of lip product on, and then it kind of just kind of lightens things up a little bit. But it's not shiny, it's not greasy, but I still have like a nice glow, and I just feel like all of the colors, they just kind of blend together. Now that my makeup is finished and we wanted to do a little get ready with me look, but also share something about kindness, since I'm not talented and able to do both of those things at once, if you've stuck around, I just wanted to share with you a quick little story, and maybe it's something that will inspire you and give you some ideas of ways that maybe you can show kindness to others. You know, sometimes in today's world, especially with all of the stressors and things like that out there, I know it can be difficult to always want to be kind to everyone. Someone might respond to us negatively or just be rude for no reason at all, and sometimes our natural response is to fire back or to say something rude. And, you know, a lot of times I have to remind myself of that scripture that I put at the bottom of all of my videos before I reply to some people. I'm not perfect, but I do try my hardest to make sure I do reply in kindness. You don't know what other people are going through. You know, you might have a cashier at the checkout who just is not speaking, who is just there to push her buttons and, you know, do her job. But we don't know, she might be struggling or she might be depressed about something. I try to always make sure I find something nice to say about everyone. So whether it's the cashier, maybe her fingernails are really pretty, or maybe she just has such a beautiful smile, or maybe her skin is beautiful. Instead of keeping that to yourself, why not try to bless someone else? Find something nice to say about them or to them. You know, you never know. Maybe she woke up that day and her husband said something mean to her about her looks. We have no clue what other people are going through. Could be financial struggles, could be medical, you know, health issues. But I always notice, and my husband always says he notices, whenever we're at a restaurant or at the grocery store and I say something to another lady, if maybe they're ringing up our groceries and I notice her pretty fingernails, I'll tell her, wow, your nails look so pretty on you, or gosh, you have beautiful skin, or you have the prettiest smile. You would not believe how it lights up someone's face when you just tell them something nice, you know, or even just telling someone, thank you so much, I really appreciate your help. It will make somebody feel better. So if you stuck around this long, thank you so much. And if you would like to share something about kindness, leave a comment down below and let me know something that maybe you have done to show kindness to someone else recently, or maybe something that someone has done to you to show kindness. And definitely go check out Lisa's video and Annie's video and leave them a comment. Let them know I sent you, and, you know, maybe leave them a kind comment. If you're not subscribed to my channel but you would like to be, don't forget to look down below and tap on that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you all have a wonderful day.